Dear viewers, Assalamu alaikum. In our previous video, we discussed that how we can make different graphs by using different type of columns or groups in Graphpad Prism. And in that video, we discussed that how we can choose groups or how we can choose a XY column and then Y column in triplicates or multiplets. So in this video, we will discuss that how we can perform t-test analysis for our data in which we have the control group in triplicate and the treated one in triplicate. So this data represents that on day 1 we have this value on control group and the treated one has this value in triplicate. On day 2 the data is this one, and similarly up to day 6 we have observed the difference between control and the treated group. So this data represents this difference between the control and treated group, but t-test, actually the t-test tells us that is this difference is significant or not. So today we will perform t-test through Graphpad Prism, and then we will discuss that our data is significant or not. So we have this control and treated group. We will go to analyze. We can use recently used data or analyzed data. From analyzed data, we will go to grouped analysis because we have choose these groups. So this is group data, and we will go to multiple t-test for this data. I have already performed this, but I am going to make it again. So analyze the table again and create new results. Okay. So our data will be like this, that this data set A will be compared with data set B, and this row will compare these both data, and similarly this row and then this row. So all rows will compare separately the data between control group and the treated ones. So it is unpaired data, and this is parametric test. So now before going this, now we will select that how we will compare this data. So it depends on this. We have these two options. Here it is false discovery rate approach, and here it is set threshold for p-value or the adjusted p-value. So we will select this one. So we discussed that if the p-value is less than 0.05, then our t-test will be significant. So here we have selected this one, 0.05 value, which is threshold for p-value comparison. So this means that if our data is we have p-value greater than this 0.05, it means the data will be not significant. Now we will make it okay. Okay, now these are our results, and these results tells us that if we look at these values, p values 0.082, it means it is greater than 0.05. So it means the data is not significant. The difference between control and treated is not significant, and the difference is 0.0529, and standard deviation is this one, t ratio, and the adjusted p-value is 0.903368. In second case, day 2, again the data is not significant. Here this option shows that the data is not significant and it is 0.068, and here if we look at here the values difference and adjusted p-value are on day 3, the data is again not significant. The difference between the control and treated is not significant. On day 4 it is significant, yes, and the value is 0.003923, and if we look at the adjusted p-value, it is 0.0195. So it is less than 0.05. It means the data is significant, and here again it is not significant. On day 6 it is significant. So we can discuss it one by one, that on day 4 and day 6 the data is significant. Sometimes the data is significant throughout, and sometimes the data is not significant throughout. Our observations are the experimental results. If we look at the graph, we can make different kind of graphs. Like here we have this graph, volcano plot, and this volcano plot actually tells us that the difference is, that is minus log of adjusted p-values, and it tells us that these two data on day 4 and day 6, these two data represents that the our results are significant, and these four dots represent that the data is not significant. So the adjusted p-value is taken is as minus log of 10. That's why it is in positive. These are the positive values, and here it represents the difference between the control and the uh, treated one. Okay. So okay, in this way we can make our results for t-value. We can also change the color of our plot from here, more color schemes. So the color I usually choose is candy bright. So in this way we can make color, and here it is volcano plot. We can change the data from here. It is the difference between control and the treated one, and we can use this graph or plot for t-test, and we can also present this data in our research articles. So thanks for watching my video. Allah Hafiz.